Hi everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to Go Read a Book.
Welcome.
We read The Girl on the Train because everybody's doing it.
Everybody.
And,
we just drank the Kool-Aid.
we drank the Kool-Aid.
And we liked it.
We drank the gin and tonic.
She is just a drunk.
Just a drunk.
But you know what I liked about it is that when she had a purpose, that she was sober for a little bit, but then she would relapse, and which I liked because I felt like that was very, it was very truthful.
Like a real struggle.
It was like a real struggle. It wasn't like, oh, I don't drink anymore now, blah, 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 blah.
Something about the whole thing, it was fascinating for me to read because I've never personally been close with someone who is an alcoholic.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like a family thing for me. It's not like a friend thing for me yet.
Beg to differ.
Definitely not Elliott who's behind the camera. He's not drinking wine.
It's red water. Yeah, so it's just like not something I've ever really dealt with on a personal level. So reading it, I was like, oh, is this what it's like for people?
Who are alcoholics?
Yeah.
I think so. My dad was an alcoholic,
yeah,
but I never lived with him for long periods of time, so I never knew. When he said that he was an alcoholic, when he came out, I was like, oh, yeah, I could see that. I guess, but I was also really young. Like, I think he came out as an alcoholic as like when I was 16 or something, 17. It was much different because I didn't know what alcohol really was, or like what the effects were.
Right.
Like what you needed. So I guess I don't really know. I mean, I know people who drink a lot, but I don't know if why they do it.
Or if it affects them to the extent of being an alcoholic versus just like a heavy drinker.
Yes.
Because I think it's very common when you're young to be a heavy drinker.
Oh, I was gonna say, everyone's like when you're in college you're not alcoholic, but people are like, oh, he's an alcoholic. I'm like, no, he's just in college.
He's just in college.
Exactly.
It's just like maybe
he's
reckless.
just a normal 22-year-old guy.
I wonder the author, I don't know, like what experiences she had to write it so truthfully.
Yeah.
And that's also coming from someone who doesn't even know if that would be a truthful interpretation, but it seems like it is.
Yeah.
So I just feel like, yeah, she must have some kind of experience.
For sure. Or she studied a lot of alcoholics.
Totally. I did not know going into this book that it was essentially a mystery.
I just know a lot of people were talking about it, and I think I knew it was a mystery.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because everyone kept comparing it to Gone Girl.
Yeah.
And there was one chapter I was like, oh, wait, what? And then I was like, oh, I think I just read that wrong.
Oh, wait.
Yeah. I was like, I can't remember. I thought I was I'm like, wait, is so-and-so alive? Or like, I can't remember. I was so confused, and I was like, oh, I just read that chapter wrong.
That's hilarious.
It's not what I was thinking. Did you know it was gonna be Tom?
The part where I feel like this has to be when you talk about this book with anyone who's read it, you have to be like, when did you know, kind of, is like the question of the book.
Yeah.
For me, it was one of the first, not the first time she talked about it, but the second time she talked about
him
being under the bridge and him leaving with a woman. And she was like, it was Anna. Like, he left with Anna.
Yeah.
It was maybe the second time she mentioned that where I was like, oh no, it was not Anna. It was Megan.
Really?
Yeah. It was just like something in that, the way she kept describing it is so fuzzy. And I was like, oh, clearly we're like, this is a mystery now.
Yeah.
And then like it clicked for me. But that's also my curse, is figuring crap out like that.
Oh. I didn't realize until they talked about how good a liar Tom was. And I was like, wait, Tom is the person? Because I didn't know, first of all, I just don't know the timeline of when he started having an affair with Megan. Because if it was at the point where she was already babysitting for them and it was never mentioned that Tom acted weird or anything, I feel like I understand why the author would do that, because it's totally throwing you off. But to not even mention something is a little of a cheat, I think.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
No, I know what you mean.
Okay.
It's funny that you brought that up because it's exactly one of the things I want to talk about. When he gets violent with Rachel and he like locks her in the room upstairs.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, we've never seen this part of his character, and obviously she's learning, but we've never seen it, and I was like, oh, this is a cheat. Like, the writer is trying to throw us off.
Right. Same with the guy with the red hair.
Yeah, by doing something out of character though. And I was like, come on. Like, I love this book, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I was like, Paula.
It got to a point where like everyone was violent.
Yes.
And I was thinking, well, maybe Anna did it. I never really thought Kamal did it.
Yeah, I didn't
think he did it. I think he was just a character. Wait, honestly, when do you really think they started having an affair? Do you think it was after?
After she started babysitting?
Yeah.
I got confused about that too, because there's the whole chapter about when she is babysitting and Anna kind of catches them in a scenario that's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
That was one of the first times she was babysitting, so did she start babysitting to make it easier to have an affair? I don't know.
I don't know, but then she never meant, like, because Megan talks about it from her point of view, and she never mentions anything about Tom. To me, I don't think that was fair. Because I think the affair started before that, because like he was saying that she went into the gallery or whatever, and that's how they started talking. Something like that.
It must have been that.
So I feel like, she started becoming the nanny. Like, I just thought that was weird.
It was,
right?
well, it was super weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it was just like to make it more convenient.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because it was his idea, right?
Yeah, it was his idea for her to babysit. That was my understanding.
That makes sense. But then she quit. That's it. I don't know.
I don't know. I think her guilt was catching up with her as always. Like, she went to a therapist for a reason, you know? Like, I don't think she wanted to be the way she was. I thought it was crazy too that like she and the guy who ended up killing her were both like, they could just sleep with anybody they wanted anytime they wanted.
Yeah.
Like, what is that?
What I did like about it is that while I thought it was a little slow at the beginning, like it was because who's the main character?
Rachel?
Yes, is a little insufferable at the beginning.
Yeah.
And it's a little slow, and I'm like, okay, I get it. But like every chapter you're learning something new, and then it's just like peeling of these layers, which I really like.
I thought it was wild that the first time Rachel realizes, like the first red flag for her with her ex-husband was when he murdered someone.
Another thing it thought was a cheat. Like it just all comes back that she got hit with a golf club, or like that
he tried.
Like, I mean, there's so many things that like, yeah, you black out. Like you felt good about leaving a party, and he's like, no, you did something completely off the cuff, and you're like,
right.
I don't remember that.
Right.
Like you don't think that's weird?
Oh, for sure. Like at some point, something in their marriage and relationship must have made her feel, even if she had like a semblance of a feeling later, if she couldn't remember what happened, how did she not feel afraid of him later?
Yeah.
How was she not like pissed off at him later? Like that part was slightly unbelievable to me. I'm like, there had to have been some instance where he was violent when she wasn't drunk.
Do you also think it's weird that this guy who loves cheating on his wives gets married a lot?
Why?
Like, what's the point?
Seriously, like, what? Does he have some moral standard?
No, he's like, but I'm really happy. And then they're like, let's just get married. And then his parents weren't there. Like, there's just a lot of like kooky things going. Like,
definitely.
Tom very much went from like, he's a loving husband to like, he's a murderer, killing like his pregnant mistress. And you're like, whoa.
And when you break this book down, it's one of those books you maybe don't want to break down because then you start liking it less. Don't do what we're doing right now.
Don't think about it, just enjoy it.
Just enjoy it because you will.
Yeah,
it's
definitely, it's enjoyable. Who leaked to the press that she was the baby killer? Who knew that? And who called the police about where the baby was buried?
Oh, I didn't even think about it. Yeah. See, guys, don't think about books when you read them.
Like, when I was thinking, I'm like, oh, so maybe Mac, it was Mac. Which I also thought was weird because like, wasn't he like 40 and she was 17 and I'm like,
was he? I don't even remember
that. He was older. He was much older.
Maybe, but no, I don't think it was Matt because he had died a few years before.
No, and that's the thing. Who leaked that? The only person she had told was Kamal.
Yeah, it had to have been the doctor.
But why? What was the point of him doing that?
I don't know.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know. If you know, tell us.
Yeah, let me know.
We're probably not going to reread it. Yeah. If we missed something, guys, let us know.
Yeah,
please. Who did that?
Please.
If it's clear, let us know. If it's not, if you have theories, fill us in.
Anna, who was a mistress, is like, I can't wait till his wife goes away. Why does she keep calling? I'm like, you try being cheated on.
Oh, I was totally on Rachel's side for all of that. When you guys picked up the book, did you know it was a mystery? I certainly did not. It was...
What did you think it was?
I don't know. I just thought it was just like a book, like,
I just thought it had words in it that meant stuff.
I thought it was gonna be like a chick lit type book.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
It literally says, so thrilling, intense, and wildly unpredictable.
Hilarious. Guys, I should not be a detective.
So would you recommend this book, Tiffany?
Abso-friggin-lutely. It was the first book since I read Gone Girl that I had to keep reading. Like when I had to put it down, I was very sad. I was like, oh, I can't put this book down. And I read so many great books since then, but I didn't have the same reaction to them.
Yeah.
So if you love Gone Girl, I say read this book, hands down.
Yeah, I think it was fun, and it's pretty quick.
Yes.
I feel like it wasn't, it doesn't take forever to read.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I would definitely recommend it.
Well worth your time.
Yeah, and so next few weeks, we're reading What Alice Forgot by
a person who wrote it. It's another book that was pretty hot last summer, and I think it's still on its bell curve. All right, guys, until next time.
Bye.
Bye.